places I should leave, so close to the edge of something so perfect. We were too scared to take the leap. I'm missing the way we used to be. Let me go. Left me in this mess I'm falling. Never know. Can't find a reason why. Couldn't get any closer. Can't find a reason why. Couldn't get any closer. Can't find a reason why. Couldn't get any closer. Couldn't get any closer. Try to forget all that we had. I'm rolling like water in the sea. The memories crashing into me. So close to the edge of something so worth it. You had the world right at your feet. It almost is all we'll ever be.
What a shit show of a show, huh? Holy fuck. What a terrible show. That's not a shocker, is it? It's always a fucking terrible show nowadays, guys. I fucking hate it. I hate coming up here and fucking bitching, but what else am I supposed to do? No. I don't even know how to react to myself right now, guys. I'm just so fucking pissed off with this show. I'm just tired of watching the same old shitty product every fucking week. Every week. Every fucking week, dude. I will admit that it was a better show because of the NXT call-ups. But it was still kind of shitty. You know? Okay, but it was the most underwhelming group of NXT debuts we've ever seen. And they do it in dear shit Alabama, or wherever the fuck they were, Louisiana. You know? It's like, you know, if you're gonna debut four huge NXT names currently in the NXT brand, you're gonna do it like tonight randomly, like out of the fucking blue. The best night to do it would have been the night after WrestleMania. Now it's ruined. You can't re-debut them. It's just ruined now. Like ruined. So I don't, man, I don't know how to react. It just sucks. You know, I hate coming up here and I hate bitching. I hate coming up here and I hate, you know, talking shit in the product. But it's like, how much can we take of this as fans? I've been watching this for 20 years, and this is the worst I've seen it. I thought 2011 was bad. I think I'd rather go back 2011 at this rate. Just my personal opinion. I got a little fast here. I mean, trying to think here. Trying to see where I'm at here, guys. Sorry. I missed the. It seems like I always miss the first 15 minutes of the show, and it's not that I'll mean to. It's just, you know, I think, all right, I'll be here in time. I'll be back in time. I'll, you know, do this and that. I'll be back in time. It seems like I never get back here in time. But you know, really, they didn't really miss too much, did I? Here. Okay, that's a little better. Yeah, I apparently the first segment was Triple H coming out, talking about the show, talking about the NXT call-ups, and not that, but coming out and talking about the debut of Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Aleister Black, and Ricochet. And, you know, the crowd was like, woo. I mean, if I was in that fucking crowd, man, I'd be shitting bricks. I'd be like, holy shit. You know, I would be shitting bricks if I was sitting there. And the fact that these people down in Fayetteville, Louisiana are just like, yay. It's like, it's so disappointing. It was so underwhelming. I tweeted this earlier, too. It's so underwhelming. And I hate to see such what could have been 4 giant major debuts ruined. It's ruined. You know, you can't re-debut somebody. You can have a return of somebody, but an actual debut, you can only do it once. They ruined Nikki Cross's for sure in SmackDown. I mean, you have Raw and SmackDown debut. I'm talking about main roster debut. You can't re-debut somebody. So, I don't know. It just, you know, okay, I'm fine with them debuting. I'm not a fan of them debuting all at once. I was not okay with. And I think the reason why I'm not okay with that is because it's like 4 major names in the whole entire fucking NXT brand, and you're just gonna debut them all at once. You know, fuck that. Fuck that. So stupid. Can you imagine, like, I'm not comparing them to Rock and Austin and all of them, but, you know, having someone as huge as, you know, can you imagine Austin, Rock, Triple H, and Taker debuting all in one night? No, you know, I mean, but still, I mean, I'm not trying to compare them the same, because it's definitely not the same, but it's like, you know, it's just really disappointing. I'm really disappointed in the debut. The matches are fantastic, I thought, but I'm really disappointed in the debut. I'm very disappointed. Am I, Probably make sure my thumbnail's correct. It is not correct. That's disappointing. Hang on 1 second here. Anyways, like, no wonder I'm not getting traction. I used the wrong fucking thumbnail. Not that I'm using it for clickbait, but it gets the audience drawn in a little bit. But anyways, guys, you know, that's how the show started off with. I don't know, I didn't really watch the first segment. I didn't go back and rewatch it, because there really wasn't much to really discuss about that. I think Triple H might have acknowledged DX's, you know, induction to Hall of Fame, like with China and all that. I didn't see the first segment, but I saw the tweets about them acknowledging China. I have to go back and rewatch it, but I missed it. I'll rewatch it, but well, really not much to talk about that. But, you know, as probably hyped as a show probably could have been, it wasn't that hyped because of how dead the crowd was. You know, that could have been a fucking awesome show if the crowd was just a little better. It could have been let me take it back. Would not have been an awesome show. Would have been a better show. Much better show. And, you know, it just wasn't. It just wasn't. I mean, even with it had a fucking great crowd, it still wouldn't have been that great of a show. But anyways, moving on. After that, fuck, man, I can't even think of it right now. What the hell was after the first segment? God damn it. I should be looking professional at this, but I'm not, so fuck me, I guess. We're going to use Twitter to help me out here, because I am unprofessional, and I need to do this a little more professional, but hey, you know what? Whatever. Okay, so we're going to start from here then. So after the first segment, we had Baron Corbin versus Braun Strowman in a tables match. And, whoop-de-fucking-do. Whoop-de-do. Who cares? Who the fuck cares? Is this supposed to excite me for something? Is this supposed to excite me for Baron Corbin and Braun Strowman? Because it didn't. If anything, it pissed me off more. Because you're trying to force that in my face, and I'm not buying it. I am not fucking buying it. So, when Baron Corbin and Braun Strowman had the match, I lived up the whole time. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I don't want to watch this bullshit. Good bullshit. I'm tired of this fucking feud. I'm tired of both of them. Not individually, but just both of them together. I'm sick of it, and I need something new from both of them. I'm so tired of just the same shit. It was basically Elimination Chamber Part 2 tonight on Raw, and I'm so tired of it. Music music down a little bit here. Okay. But I'm so tired of the same old shit. The same old fucking shit. And you know, after this, where does Baron Corbin and Braun Strowman go? Probably another fucking rematch next week. You know, knowing WWE. But you know, I think what really pisses me off more is just like it's. You can give me the same two people over and over again in different stipulations, and I'm still not gonna care. You can put these guys in a Hell in a Cell match, and I think I get more pissed off. You know, I don't. I'm so tired of it. Braun Strowman, and a lot of people, I'm not like a lot of fans where it's like, you know, Braun Strowman's dead. He's nothing now. I'm not like that. I mean, Braun Strowman is still, I think, could come back and have a good run with the title. I really think he could. I don't think he could be as hyped as much what it was before. But I'm sick of him for the moment. Like, every time I see Braun Strowman, I'm like, ugh. And I hate that. I hate that I'm like that. Because I love Braun Strowman. And I'm actually fond of Baron Corbin myself. But I hate the fact that I, like, think of Braun Strowman, I look at Braun Strowman, and I, like, hate him. I don't want to think that, but I do. This is a little better? Okay, we're good. Yeah, I don't want to hate him, but I do. And, you know, I don't understand, like, his deep push, if you will. So, I don't know. But anyways, Baron Corbin wins, body slams him through a table in a corner. Whoop-de-doo. Yay. And then I thought, okay, maybe the show would get better. Nope. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Didn't get better. Next we had Finn Balor come out, which I love Finn Balor, as all of you know. I love Finn Balor. Let's go back a little bit. Paul Heyman came out. I guess Braun kind of choked his shoulder, but Paul was acting like he choked his fucking neck. And then either Paul forgot his lines or something. I don't know, but I mean, either it was part of the show. It was just awkward. Like that awkward moment between, like, Paul's going to say something and didn't say something. And Paul's like, I need a minute. And they go to the commercial. And then Paul comes back and they do this part 1 out of 2 promo of Brock Lesnar. And talks about how Seth Rollins is his biggest threat and all that. I mean, he says it in the second part, but talks about how Seth Rollins is his biggest threat and that Brock Lesnar needs to dig deep and all this shit. And it was actually a cool package. I really liked it. As cheesy as some of those packages can be, actually it was pretty cool. I saw the highlights from the 2002 SummerSlam with him and The Rock, and I was with my fiance, and I was like, I watched that match live when I was 8 years old, and I remember clearly watching it when living with my mom and dad and brother, and remember my mom being upset because The Rock lost the championship. But it's really cool to see Brock Lesnar because, you know, as big as he is, I missed the beginning of Stone Cold. I obviously missed the beginning of Undertaker. I wasn't even born then, but I missed the beginning of Rock. I missed the beginning of Shawn Michaels. I missed the beginning of Triple H, but I saw the very beginning of Brock Lesnar. So it was really cool, and John Cena. To see them from start to now is insane. So I love Brock Lesnar. I've always have. As much shit as he gets from the fans, I love Brock Lesnar. But it was a cool promo package for him. I really enjoyed it, and yeah, I thought it was really good. And then, moving on here. After that, I thought the show would get better, and it didn't. Finn Balor came out, started saying how this was his first title in a while. It's been a long time, and then Leo Rush comes out saying you don't deserve that title, and you know, I know people, imagine the hate that people have, I guess, towards, I don't say Roman Reigns, the hate they have towards, like, John Cena, Rage, like, they want him gone and all that. I have that towards Bobby Lashley. I don't want to. I hate being one of his fans where it's like, die, die, die. But it's like, every time I see Bobby Lashley, I immediately want to have a fucking aneurysm and die. But I don't know, man. But anyways, after Leo Rush is that, Finn Balor is attacked by Bobby Lashley, and then that ensues into a match. Not match, I guess, but it ensues into a brawl and a beatdown and all that. So that's going to continue, and I really don't want that to fucking continue. And then, come Saves the Day is Ricochet, which is really cool, and that leads into a match, Finn Balor and Ricochet versus Lio Rush and Bobby Lashley. And I guess we're just going to fucking forget that Bobby Lashley basically chokeslammed Lio Rush in the middle of the ring. I guess WWE just wants to forget about all angles, which pisses me off. You know, it's like, are we just not going to acknowledge anything anymore? It's like, hello, what the fuck, WWE? But, man, I don't know. It's not the same anymore, obviously. But, you know, after the match, it was a pretty good match. Ricochet's just fucking nuts. It was cool to watch it. I'm glad that, you know, all these NXT debuts, and him as well, had a really awesome call-ups and all that. And really awesome matches for the debut. Just wish that their actual, like, hype for it was bigger. Let me go down a little more here. I'm going to get too off subject here. Oh, and of course, Finn Balor and Ricochet win, because usually in your main roster debut, you win. Unless you're Nikki Cross. Sorry, Nikki. Afterwards, we have a backstage segment with Triple H. I'm not sure who he's talking to. I feel like an idiot. I feel like I should know who that is, but he was talking to somebody, and then Dean Ambrose comes up. Or, I'm sorry, Jesus fucking Christ. Drew McIntyre comes up and basically says that he should main event WrestleMania and all that, and he wants Seth Rollins and blah, 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 and then Dean Ambrose comes up behind Drew McIntyre and says, I'm not going to go on tonight, and just, like, slaps him. And then Triple H is like, do you want to switch the matches now? And Drew McIntyre's like, switch the match. So they have a match, which wasn't too proud about, wasn't too excited about, because you know Dean Ambrose is going to get fucking buried anyways. But anyways, after that, we had a match with the Lucha House Party versus Kurt Hawkins and... Oh, fuck, I forgot we were doing our podcast. It's fucking pathetic, dude. Pathetic. Who gives a fuck a Lucha House Party? Maybe 6-year-olds. Fine. But you have to really... Are you telling me you can't find a better segment for these guys? Can you put them on a live show all these kids go to mainly? You know? I don't care. I don't care about Lucha House Party. Is there any storyline to them? No. Is there any type of momentum towards them? No. Don't put them on TV. I get what they're doing with Zack Ryder and I'm gonna say Kurt Hawkins. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's Kurt Hawkins. I'm sorry. Sometimes I get Curtis Axel and Kurt Hawkins mixed up. I get what they're trying to do with the two of them. I get it. And you know they're gonna win, and they're probably gonna win at WrestleMania during like fucking tag team titles or something. I don't know, but they're gonna win. You know they will. Probably at Mania. But the Lucha House Party, I'm sorry, man, I don't care. It's nothing against the Lucha Leagues or anything like that. You know, if anything, I have the utmost respect for them. But just these group of individuals with the Lucha House Party, I don't care. I do not give a flying shit. If they didn't come back next week and never came back at all, I would probably sleep better at night, to be honest with you. That's just how I feel. Sorry. Moving on from there. We had this stupid fucking segment, which I was gonna I swear to God, I think I'd rather get ass raped by a dildo. I mean, I don't fucking understand this bullshit. It's like, you have the fucking, what the fuck, the honky tonk, man, or oh my fucking God. Heavy Machinery, thank you, I'm sorry. Heavy Machinery comes out with Big Lip Charlie and have this fucking stupid ass fucking segment. Stupid fucking ass segment. Stupid. And they come out, start asking questions. I don't know what the fuck they ask. I just didn't care. We start asking questions to them, and then Lacey Evans comes out, does like this catwalk runway model shit, comes back, and then Heavy Machinery does it in the form of I'm sorry, I can't think of the name. Their tag team name. Hello. Guess Undertaker's here. But I just didn't care. But anyways, it was stupid. That whole fucking segment was stupid. Coming down the ramp, then come back up, and then the good commercial. Please tell me. Please fucking tell me that's not going to lead to anything. Because if it does, I am literally selling my WrestleMania tickets. I don't give a fuck. How the hell did we get from Ricochet's debut to a fucking catwalk competition with the opposite sexes? I don't get it. I don't get it, man. I don't fucking get it. Now moving on, before a fucking aneurysm, we had the Revival versus DYI, basically. It was awesome. Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa. And Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny fucking Wrestling and Goldie, you can't. Their debut should have been fucking top notch. Up to here. Should have been top notch debut. Should have been one of the best debuts of all fucking time. And it wasn't. WWE failed miserably. Miserably with this. It was horrible. Absolutely fucking horrendous. And I am almost ashamed as a fan to even, like, fucking see that shit. I'm so, you know, I don't want to go up here and bitch the whole time about this review, but it looks like I'm going to. If you're watching, but I just don't fucking get it. I don't get it. But anyway, it was the crowd. It was the crowd. Of course, it was the crowd. The crowd didn't really give a shit. But I still think you should have kept something like this the night at the WrestleMania or something somewhere big, a big night. And you didn't. What the fuck's going on, man? Holy shit! If the lights go out, I guess I'll just do it in the dark, you know. Must be the power of the dead man. Or I'm just so enraged with this fucking show that I'm drawing power from the lights. But anyways, this match was pretty good. It was the Revival versus DYI. It was a pretty good match, actually. It might have been the better match of the night. DYI beats the Revival. I mean, it's basically Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa versus the Revival. They didn't announce him as DYI, but basically it was. And they win. And it was a very underwhelming debut, and I'm so sorry that was. But I'm so fucking disappointed in the debut. I'm so happy for them. They're there for now. Obviously this wasn't their debut where they're staying, but it made the debut for now. They're obviously doing for ratings boostings, but I think you probably lost viewership because people didn't know who they were, you know, and obviously the crowd didn't really know who they were. Hang on, I'm gonna tweet this. If you guys are watching Twitter, hang on, watch this. Okay. If you follow my Twitter, watch it. I just tweeted that fucking strut with Otis and Tucker. I mean, I just fucking ripped another one. What the fuck is going on, dude? Now I'm really getting pissed off. I see. I think one of my wires up there are loose. I have these LED lights around my room, and clearly the tape that I have for them, or the strip that came with them, is not very good at all. Whatever. Anyways, after this segment, we had a backstage segment with Ricochet, talks to Charlie Caruso, big ass up Charlie, and just says, you know, we haven't seen last of me, and I'm excited for Ricochet, but cool to see what he does. I think he's staying. I think I read that he's staying. He's not going back the rest of them are, but I think he's staying up there for now. But anyways, after this segment, you had Bayley and Sasha coming out, celebrating their women's tag team titles, and I almost noticed that Bayley butchered her line, or botched it, rather, saying that, you know, that they are now the first ever tag team champions. She forgot to put the word woman in, which is fine. But then again, you had Nia Jax and Tamina come out, and then of course I was going to do a feud. I'm guarantee you at Roadblock they'll have a match. Cool. I don't know if they're going to SmackDown now tomorrow night. I don't know. This was going to be like a title they put in both shows, right? I think it is. But anyways, after they had a shitty ass segment. What the fuck, dude? I am seriously getting pissed off. But anyways, that must be Undertaker. I swear to fucking Christ, man. But anyways, moving on after that. I mean, they had a little mini brawl, and now they're gonna have a feud at Roadblock, which I may go to, because it's not too far from Pittsburgh. But I'm going to the show. I'm going to Raw in Pittsburgh, and then of course WrestleMania. So we'll have to see where that goes. I'm sure it'll be a match. I'm sure Sasha and Bayley will hold it, and I'm not looking forward to it. It'll just be something I'll just tune out later. Moving on after that, they basically ran the package for DX being inducted in the Hall of Fame, and brought me back a lot of memories. I'm really happy they're in the Hall of Fame. It's way overdue. Chyna's way overdue. She needs to be in individually sometime in the next couple of years, but the fact that her name's been brought up now in the product and in the Hall of Fame is going to be awesome. And I know, as you know, as much as her name is tarnished, if you will, against the McMahon family, I guess, I know Triple H will do a little bit of justice for her, I believe. At least I'm hoping, but I feel like they will. Moving on, it was Dean Ambrose versus Drew McIntyre, and like I said earlier, I just knew Dean Ambrose was gonna get buried. I mean, it's what's happening. You can't tell me that he's not getting buried. He beat EC3 last week, okay, but the week before that, I forget he lost to. I forget, but he lost. Oh, it was EC3. He lost to EC3, and then he beat EC3, and he's lost to Drew McIntyre. And you can't tell me he's gonna beat Drew McIntyre next week. No fucking way. So I guess from now until he leaves, he's just gonna get fucking squashed. I mean, cool. I guess. I mean, I don't know. I just like them to do one more run with him. They're really just kind of put him all over the place. He's not really designated anywhere. He's just kind of there, if you will. So, you know, I'm disappointed in how his last run's going to be. Dean Ambrose is a big name in WWE. I really hope they do turn this around a little bit and do something for him. But knowing WWE, they're kind of angry that he's leaving. Well, not kind of. They are angry he's leaving, and I'm just going to squash him. If I were Dean Ambrose, if that's really what they're going to do, that's the honest to God truth they're going to do, just keep squashing him, I would just pull Punk and leave. You know, maybe he can't. Maybe just do no show. But, I mean, you know, it is. I don't blame him, man. I don't blame him if he just leaves. But unless they're doing something for him later on down the road with Mania, he's hanging in there, waiting for the payday and get out. I mean, that's what he's waiting for. He was waiting for a good payday at Mania and then leaving. So, we'll have to see about that. What else happened? They had a Part 2 package with Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins, and then this is where Paul was saying how this was Brock Lesnar's biggest threat, because no matter how many times Brock Lesnar F5s Seth Rollins and keeps being a shit of him, he's just getting right back up to keep getting up, and then Brock Lesnar got to find a way to beat him. So, and that'd be a good match. I'm looking forward to that match. That'd be a really good match. But then we have another third segment with Charlie Caruso. She's all over the fucking place tonight, you know. Big lip ass Charlie. But they had a backstage segment with her and Seth Rollins, and then Dean Ambrose comes up out of nowhere and says, where the hell were you? Where the hell are you at tonight? And it was funny. And Seth was like, "Have you lost your mind?" And Dean has this fucking look on his face. I'm sure it'd be a meme. And I don't know what he said, but he's like, "Yeah, probably," and then just leaves. And then that was it. With that, I don't think Seth was even out there wrestling. He might have had a dark match afterwards. Bet they did. You know, I not really much going with Seth Rollins. They're just gonna wait till last minute with him and Brock. So just gonna have to be patient with that. And afterwards, we had Elias come out saying how bad Lafayette was. Which, if you're from Lafayette, I don't hate you, Lafayette, but man, if you had those four fucking people there from NXT, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, Ricochet, Aleister Black, if that was in Pittsburgh, man, oh my god, I'd be finding the fucking nearest lotion. I just don't understand. But anyways, you're just taking a shit on him. I agree with him for a second. But then Aleister Black music hits. And they had a pretty good match, actually. I love Aleister Black. I mean, I'm a huge Undertaker fan, so this is kind of the closest thing I have to Aleister Black. But the match was pretty damn good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Knew Austin was going to win. So we'll have to see what they would do with all four of those guys. It could be nothing. Who knows? But it was a really good match. Elias is losing again. I really wish to do something with him, man. Really wish to do something with him. But it looks like they're not going to. Afterwards, they do the promo for Ric Flair's 70th birthday next week in Atlanta, Georgia. And you know Charlotte's going to be there, and you know Becca's going to show up, you know Ronda's going to be there, and Vince is going to be there, and it's going to be like one of those big moments for the whole feud. If not, it's going to triple threat match, which now it's kind of growing on me, I guess. But you know something big's going to happen, and I'll be interested to see what happens with that. Which you know that will be either like probably the last thing on the show, or the first thing on the show. I bet you the last thing on the show. But it'd be cool. I love Rick, so can't wait for that. Then we had the rematch versus Ronda Rousey versus Ruby Riott, and apparently Ronda is going to do this thing now after her pay-per-view. She's going to defend on the next Raw. And it was actually it was a hell of a lot better match, of course, than last night. You know, and then it was Ronda beats her with her armbar. That was it. And then the Riott Squad tries to come back and beat up Ronda Rousey, and Ronda just says, you know, got my ring, and showing off the air. And I was never happier seeing Raw go off the air than I was tonight. Man, I don't want to hear this fucking joke. This is fucking stupid. Let's give me a fucking stroke, man. I give the show I'm going to say a 5 out of 10. And the reason why it's a 5, and I think it's a generous 5, is because of the NXT debuts. If they weren't there, this show would have been a fucking 2. A 2. And I'm really interested to see what the audience attention was tomorrow and the ratings and all that. Because it couldn't have been good. It couldn't have been good. I guarantee last hour sucked because no one wants to see that. And, you know, everyone knows Ronda's going to win. You know, unless people stuck around to see Becky. But, you know, now they're saying that Becky's going to be arrested if she shows up and blah, 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 blah. So I only watched it just to know what happened so I can report it back to YouTube and my channel. So, but yeah, man, this show wasn't very good at all. 5 out of 10 only because NXT debuts. So, I don't know. Like I said, I hate coming up here and bitching. I hate to come up here and throwing a fit. And the NXT call-ups are so underwhelming and so piss poor, and I don't like coming up here and bashing on them because I love all those guys. I love NXT, but man, you guys, WWE picked a bad fucking night to debut them. And like I said earlier a couple times, you can't re-debut somebody. You can have a return of somebody, but you can't re-debut someone. So I don't know, man. It sucks. It really does suck. Because you can't redo it. So, and it wasn't horrible. I mean, I can't come up here and tell you it was a horrible debut. It was just disappointing. It was really disappointing because the crowd was horrible, and I don't think really was anyone into it. I guess one thing I would have changed was, as big as those 4 names are, I feel like you should have debuted them individually, not like kind of in a group. I guess I think they should have spread that out. Call it pay-per-views, maybe. I mean, this is probably something to do with WWE's new creative move, or you know, the new era bullshit. I don't know, but you know, I don't know. So it's just kind of stupid. Just my personal opinion. I think they picked the wrong night. I think it was underwhelming. It was unfortunate that they kind of did this kind of a shitty crowd, but there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. If you guys are in the chat here, want to chat, what do you guys think of the show? What would you grade it? I give it 5 out of 10. It was a generous 5 out of 10. There was no Alexa Bliss tonight. There was hardly any Seth Rollins. No Natty. No Dana. Someone else wasn't on there. Wait a minute. So, it is what it is. So, I'm going to get out of here. Just want to come up here and review it. I'll be up here tomorrow night for SmackDown, guys. If you guys haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. I'm up here frequently. Try to be here as much as I can. Sometimes work gets in the way, but I do come up here and talk. I am very active on Twitter. If you guys haven't yet, please follow my links down below. Please subscribe, notifications, the whole 9 yards. And then let you guys know about the Raw stuff. And when I go to Raw in Pittsburgh, I'll probably obviously can't literally live stream, but I'll do something. And then same thing WrestleMania. I go to WrestleMania, so a lot of stuff coming up in the next probably 8-9 weeks here for me for wrestling events. And then hopefully by then the channel will probably picking up a little bit, and I really picked up on Twitter. So thank you guys for following me on Twitter. YouTube's getting slower and a little slower than I would like it to be, but I appreciate you guys coming up here and watching me and listening to me rant. Thank you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow night for the SmackDown review, and take it easy.